That was a bit too close. I do believe I've got the hang of this. Nothing can stop me now. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Oh, I don't know who you are, mate, but thanks just the same.
Don't mention it. Ah, right on time.
Bond. James Bond Jr. No one can stop him, but some always try. Young Bond cuts through each web of spies. He learned the game from his Uncle James. Now he's heir to the name. James Bond! James Bond Jr. Look out, he's coming through. He's got a job to do while he rescues the girl. James Bond Jr. chases gold around the world.
Hold on there, IQ. You'll hurt yourself.
No, I won't.
Watch. Wow, how did you do that?
It's the gloves. They're made of a new synthetic composed of unstable molecules. When you run an electrical charge through them, the fibers lock together, hard as a diamond. See? They'll give you an edge in any tangle with scum agents.
Especially if they have heads like concrete blocks. Oh, speaking of scum agents, one managed to snatch your room temperature ice formula from the courier who was carrying it to London.
Then it's not in safekeeping at MI6?
No, but perhaps you can give it to your father when he comes down for the science fair this weekend.
Oh, good idea. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to finish my science fair project. Oh,
Who on earth?
My science fair entry. Completely ruined.
This is really low. I'm sorry, IQ.
Careful you don't pull the ripcord. There's a mini parachute stitched into the lining.
You wouldn't happen to have it in a Harris tweed, would you?
Tut tut! You boys certainly are sloppy. Your science project in pieces. What a shame!
Trevor Noseworthy. I might have known.
Guess that means I'll win the competition. Ta-ta for now.
Hold it, James.
What's that?
The actual room temperature ice compound.
You're putting it in your fountain pen?
Our friend Trevor is about to learn that the pen is mightier than the sword.
Oh, come on, Trevor. There's room for everybody.
And you're nobody, so run along. And who said you could call me Trevor, you little dweeb? It's Mr. Noseworthy to you.
It looks like winter came early this year, doesn't it?
Ike, you little creep! Get me out of this! Right now!
Come along, lads. I only used half a drop. It'll melt within the hour. That should be long enough for Mr. Noseworthy to cool off.
It's cold! I'll thrash you for this, Boothroyd! Boothroyd!
Honestly, Snuffer, I'm terribly disappointed in you.
I know, Miss Fortune, and I'm devastated.
I give you a simple assignment and you blow it. By now, that room temperature ice formula is probably in the hands of Major Boothroyd of the Secret Service.
So why are we here at the school, Mum?
Because I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself, Snuffer.
Oh, thank you, Mum.
You see, Major Boothroyd's grandson Horace, quaintly referred to as IQ, is a student here. Wouldn't you trade a paltry formula for your beloved offspring?
It depends on how much the formula's worth, Mum.
It's worth a fortune in the right hands. Mine. Now, get out the crossbow.
Right, Mum.
Imagine if I were to use the ice formula to freeze the Colorado River. The Hoover Dam, source of all the electrical power in the southwestern United States, would be rendered useless. And if they ever want a light bulb lit again, they'll have to deal with misfortune.
What was that plate number, Mum?
LVM 122.
Righto! Think you're pretty funny, don't you, IQ?
Now, Trevor, chill out.
Oh, hardy, hardy, ha! I think I'll borrow your jacket, Four Eyes.
Now, just 1 minute.
You don't want my cold to turn into pneumonia, do you? And it's darn sporting of you to lend me your moped, since you're not using it.
Hey, at least give me my pen.
Just testing the homing device, Mum.
Splendid! It works perfectly. Here he comes. Let us give young Master Boothroyd a ride to remember.
Hey! What's going on? Stop! Wait! Who's doing this? Help! Haunted moped! One ransom then. Special delivery! What in blazes?
I suppose you think this is funny.
I don't know what you mean, Mr. Milbanks.
Kindly notify Major George Boothroyd that I am holding his son Horace hostage. Major Boothroyd is to bring the ice formula to the Pharaoh's Oasis Casino in Las Vegas.
May I, sir? You may contact me by playing the enclosed coin in the Megabucks slot machine. Have a nice day. Signed, Ms. Fortune.
Honestly, sir, I haven't been kidnapped.
I can vouch for that, for sure. I do not approve of practical jokes, and as long as I am headmaster of Warfield Academy, there will be no more of them. Is that clear?
Yes, Mr. Milbanks.
Oh, don't mind Daddy. Most of the time, he's a big teddy bear.
It just occurred to me. I haven't seen Trevor all day. And he left on my moped, wearing my jacket. You don't suppose? I think we'd better split up and look for him.
No luck. Nobody's seen Trevor all day.
Then that explains the ransom note. Miss Fortune is holding him, thinking he's IQ.
Let's hope nobody comes up with a ransom.
If Miss Fortune finds out she's got the wrong chap, Trevor could be in a bucket of trouble.
I just know she's after the ice compound that I hid in my fountain pen.
I hope your pen is in a safe place.
Oh, it's in my jacket pocket. But Trevor was wearing my jacket.
That means I've got to go to Las Vegas and get it back before she finds it.
I'm going too. After all, this is partly my fault.
Count me in.
Me too, my man.
Oh, I'll take care of the transportation. My father's got a brand new corporate jet and I've been dying to try it out.
Good, Phoebe. But first we've got to get out of Warfield.
We'll use the secret exit, James.
But what if your father's there?
No problem. We'll just wait until tonight, when he's asleep. He's asleep. Come on.
What's that?
Nice going, IQ.
How was I supposed to know the door was going to close?
We'll hike up to the main road, then catch the bus to the airport.
First-class transportation to the airport.
You can't treat me like this! I'm a British citizen! Why can't I have a TV set? I'm bored out here and I'm hungry! Couldn't I open the trap door just a teeny bit, Mum?
Don't tempt me.
I can't believe you'd mistake me for that four-eyed twit, Horace Boothroyd. I've never been so insulted in my life.
Give it time. You're still young, Horace, darling. His father should be arriving at the Pharaoh's Oasis any moment now. See if we can zero in on him, Snuffer.
The tracking device and the silver dollar is working perfectly, Mum. He's at the casino now.
It's not exactly Monte Carlo, is it?
Wait till you see Vegas after dark. It's the only place on the planet where you need sunglasses at night.
There'll be time for that, after I find Trevor.
Elvis Paisley, my absolute fave! Oh, how totally karmic. We've just got to see him!
Good idea. You all see the show while I scout around. I'll come and get you when I need you.
You're sure, James?
I'm sure. Right now, Lady Luck and I have an appointment with what the Americans call a one-armed bandit.
Sold out? No!
Oh, gosh, what a pity.
Yeah, don't torment yourselves, ladies. The man is totally retro.
Says you.
There it is. Megabucks.
Ain't you a little young for gambling, sonny boy?
Please, sir, just one little coin?
Forget it, kid. Come back in about 5 years.
Having trouble, handsome?
Nothing another couple of birthdays wouldn't cure. You know, you could do me a very large favor, Miss...
Delta Card.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Card. My name is Bond, James Bond. Now, let me tell you a story you're not going to believe.
This is Las Vegas, James. I've heard them all.
This is definitely nutsoid.
We'll never get by that guard.
Look, do you want to see Elvis Paisley or not?
Not.
Too bad. We do.
We shouldn't be doing this. We need to be on the alert to help James.
James said we should see the show. He'll alert us if he needs our help. All right, everyone. Action stations.
Hold on. Where do you think you're going?
Make way, please. We're the fabulous Warfield Warblers.
The Warfield Warblers? Never heard of him.
Oh, we're very big in England.
No autographs, please.
I don't know why I believe this wild story, Mr. James Bond, but here goes. I've worked here for nearly a year, and this is the first time I ever hit the jackpot.
Mission accomplished, Mum.
By this time tomorrow, half of Nevada will be groveling at my feet, begging for electrical power. Well, open it! Open it!
I wouldn't try that if I were you.
Of course, you realize that neither of these two young snips looks anything like Major Boothroyd.
But they had the special coin, Mum.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
The name's James Bond.
So, at last, we meet.
Delta, may I introduce Ms. Fortune, one of the richest women in the world and one of the nastiest agents working for scum.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, hello and goodbye. Brilliant! I send you for a scientist and you bring me 007's nephew. Well, I'm nothing if not flexible. This is my chance to earn some brownie points with Scumlord. Adieu, young Bond. You'll be sorely missed. Dump those two.
I do believe your brakes are off.
Hang on, Delta. This could be a bumpy ride.
So much for young Bond. To the hideout, Snuffer.
Help! Somebody please!
Delta, please calm down.
We're shooting the rabbits in an armored car, and I'm supposed to calm down!
Trust me. If I can escape the Warfield Academy, I can escape from anything. Aha!
What's it say?
For emergency exit, pull lever. Wish Warfield had one of these. Yeah, wasn't that easy? A sandbar! What luck! Well, imagine that! A nerd in a gilded cage! Trevor!
Whoever this Trevor is, I hope he appreciates what we are going through for him.
He won't, but I suppose I'd better get him down anyway. I guess I'll give IQ's gloves a try.
You're not climbing up there.
Well, I doubt if Ms. Fortune will send down the elevator.
Well, that's one way to protect your manicure.
If you don't step on my blue velvet shoes, oh, well, I won't step on your pink graduation veil. Yeah. Thank you very much. I love you, Mama. Thank you. You're all beautiful. I love you.
Oh, he's an absolute dream. Oh, he's completely cosmic.
He's totally bogus.
You're the Warfield Warblers, right?
I can explain, sir.
Sing now, explain later. The regular backup singers missed the plane. You've got to fill in for them.
Ladies and gents, the fabulous Pharaoh's Oasis is proud to present what's the name again?
Oh, the Warfield Warblers, Mr. Paisley.
Right, the Warfield Warblers. And I know you're gonna love them as much as I do. Hit it, boy.
Oh.
You are in big trouble. My father is an important man in England. I'm warning you, this might start
Doesn't he ever shut up?
Not that I've noticed, Mum.
I hate losing, Snuffer. But the way things are going, I may never get my hands on that ice formula. If young Bond managed to find us, others are sure to follow.
Yes, Mum. The annoying persistence of the so-called good guys is truly astounding.
The cliff alarm! It's Bond! He's alive! What does it take to stop that precocious young man?
Might I suggest the Wheel of Misfortune, Mum?
Yes, you might. You may have the honors, Snuffer. My dear boy, I've decided to, shall we say, release you.
Well, it's about time, but I still intend to press charges.
Just so you know, when that wheel stops spinning, this entire place will be blown into itsy-bitsy pieces.
Good. It's a ghastly eyesore.
And the bottom of your cage will open, dropping you to the canyon below.
You wouldn't.
Oh, of course I would. Oh, but I did give you a sporting chance. If the wheel stops on jackpot, you go free. Ta-ta, Horace.
I keep telling you I'm not Horace. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. Yes! I'm safe!
All that climbing for nothing. At least we won't have to make polite conversation on the way down.
James, over here! It's me, Delta!
I must tell IQ to stick to ballpoint pens from now on.
James, you were absolutely wonderful.
Oh, not really. Anyone could have done it. Just a matter of balance.
Well, there goes Trevor.
Yes, by way of the North Pole. It was the most roundabout flight I could find.
I don't get it. You're pushed over a dam, climb a cliff to save the guy's life, yet you don't want him to know about it?
Oh, it's just a little game we play.
James, guess what? Can you believe it? We were actually on stage with Pelvis Paisley. Luckily, Pelvis felt so bad he's giving us all a lift back to England.
Well, goodbye, James. Maybe we'll meet again.
If I'm lucky.
And first prize in the annual Warfield Academy Science Fair is awarded to Horace Boothroyd for his analysis of protostructures in single-cell organisms.
Whatever that is.
Hold everything, Mr. Milbanks. What about my project? A day in the life of a slug.
I'm afraid your entry is too late, Mr. Noseworthy. You've been disqualified.
But Mr. Milbanks, you don't know what I've been through. First, I was kidnapped by thugs, then suspended over a bottomless gorge, then I was thrown aboard a plane to Nome, Alaska, then...
What rubbish! You'll have to do better than that, Noseworthy. I'll see you in my office after class.
You're behind this, Bond, and one of these days, I'll prove it.
I wouldn't bet on it, Trevor.